Hi there, today I'm going to cover a couple of charts, including 8 days, 13-day chart, a couple other charts here. 13-day open right now. I like to also cover volume and previous mistakes. Why volume, you say? It gets interesting here when we're talking about CoinMarketCap. I'm in a trade right now and it's actually a big fail, big mistake, big fail on this trade so far, because of the fact that I should have entered and I should have considered my size and my opinions when it comes to earnings and position sizing is not exactly comparable. Therefore, I should be taking these types of trades here. So entering right now in this box would be where I would enter, and I would actually go all the way down there. So I do have a stop loss, and I took a couple trades today already, and these were my mistakes because I entered here. Literally, I think right here in this candle, when I should have not did that. A couple of reasons behind that. On the 34-minute chart, we were above the EMAs. On the 144 chart, we are in a crossover like this also. We might be able to pull it up right now. I'm just gonna have to. So yeah, that was my mistake. I entered way too at the bottom, and now I'm down like 3%, which is my rules say that 3% is my stop, maximum 5, and this is just a bad trade whatsoever because it could also be a double bottom, right? So I should have witnessed that earlier, and I could have got out anytime, you know. Lots of volume too, which is interesting or a strange thing. Um, don't I understand the market psychology, I believe, but right now I don't know where the money is coming from. Here's a Bitcoin right here, okay, 11,600. But let's talk more about volume, understanding how position sizing might affect how we trade here. Um, Couple other charts up here open, also very large volume marginal coins. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take my loss here, guys. So the reason I was so hmm, yeah, volume. So this, in my opinion, where it should be where you should be entering. So I count 5 waves in this scenario. Let's go to a smaller time frame, starting with 1 minute. So obviously, lots of volume in this candle, and I believe that's your opportunity to get in, as other people also thought. Um, are they the type of people that are able to double down? Um, we'll see. Are they the type of people that can control the market going upwards? We'll see. So measured move on this one. Would be right around there. breakout point here. So that was a mistake video. Here, let's go right to the charts because I want to take a look at something. Alrighty. So like I said, on the 34-minute chart, we were right inside of a perfect golden cross, utilizing the perfected EMAs, which I do not have on the chart right now. Let me add them. And by the way, we have one more idea that came to mind for the EMA setup. We could add total. So one of my strategies involves when price comes up, moving average, you buy. Wow. Okay. Getting an average of the RSI, I believe, could be good for us to believe. So here's another idea, right? Same idea, but on a higher time frame. So we can probably see %, maybe, if we add this to the higher time frame. We could possibly be getting higher highs here. Where did it go? So if this is a fifth wave coming up right here, then we can expect these types of prices. I'd even add probably something like that. Alright. So all depends. I gotta start spending some times here with the chart to identify. Yeah, this is time. Wow. Here's 8-minute chart. And so I'll get the bottom price of wave 1. We should not enter this spot. And we didn't, which was good. I guess another mistake. But I'm just going to go ahead and clear my conscience right now. I understand I am in a trade, but counter to that, this is the intended moves. That's why it's really good to enter right now. So let's go back to the entry point, especially on a small account, and especially on a coin like VeChain that has a couple million USD in 24-hour volume there. So let's talk about the entry point for a small account here, and talk about maybe perhaps some music. We could put on some music or some tunes. Right, so talk about some risk to rewards for entry this trade. Like I said, there's 5 waves here, right? So this could be either a C wave or a start of an A wave. I believe it could be an A wave, start in an A wave, but this could be a, this is like a B wave or a 2 wave. If this is part of a larger C wave correction, then obviously 2 wave would be nice. Let's go to the Fibonacci, but I think this is regardless. Yeah, pretty regardless at this point. And the 618. So it could be either wave 2 or wave B. But yeah, 5 waves down here. One thing I don't like about it is just this double bottom and lots of volume. But they're doing it to pump the prices. This is different, right? So point of entry. Entry would be classified right here if this is 5 waves. So wave 1 would be entry or defense zone. This whole zone right here, the stop loss right there. So on VeChain is very volatile coin. So we're looking at 1.41% loss total maximum. Let's say 1.5, and then like pretty good risk to reward, I must say, to the downside. If you play it right, if we know what's going on in the marketplace. So now that we go back to Bitcoin, and we understand that altcoins are getting dropped right into the pot of BTC. That's been happening the past couple of days. BTC has been acting quite bullish lately. Here in July, now we are August 1st, matter of fact. It seems like we're getting pushed up by this moving average. One topic we can talk about is a topic I was on the first chart of this video. Is called BTC.D. So it means the dominance. It means the dominance of volume doesn't actually work on this chart, so let's take that off and put these on, for example. Now we want to understand what we can. what we can control here. And if we can control by understanding this here, then we might be able to be some successful here. Right? Hmm. Pardon me. So this is Bitcoin dominance, right? So for the past couple of days, we have been rocketing up on Bitcoin dominance. And now it seems like we are forming some type of pennant, my friends. Some type of pennant. 1, 2, 3, perhaps this is 4, and 5. That means altcoins would pump maybe one last time here into the region of mass participation. I would include some extra volume on these charts, and we can't even see on these charts the volume, so that could be a good thing. Maybe we'll open up a different chart. I actually have other charts. Alright, charts. Alright, so here's a VeChain. Once again, I would have dollar cost average into this zone. Not average, I would actually have gotten in right there because my account's so small. I didn't have to unload anything. But let's talk about, let's try to compare here and understand what's going on. So this one I'll put Bitcoin, BTC, USD. And so Bitcoin dominance is about to cross over here. Like I said before, Bitcoin dominance might go into this zone, might not, right? We can check some more Fibonacci's for some facts. Might as well with all the video, but how many more minutes do we have? A couple more minutes, I would say. I would assume that we're gonna cross over. Nah, maybe not. We might come down into this box, like I said. 1 to 1, let's make this smaller. Maybe like so. And make this like so. Yeah, let's just put this here for now. There, that should be good. So you see how I aligned the 61.8 to the top here? Let's just see how this does. Just for price purposes. Excuse me. All right. So let's. Are we in a bull market, bear market, or what kind of market are we in here? Take a look at total. I know they've been printing USDT. Know that a fact. So understands that I can probably make a decent chart here. Hold on. One chart I'll do. All right. That's one. That's one thing I would might consider. We can expect perhaps 20 more percents. 20 more percents for these. All right. I think I should probably pull up some decent time frames here. Perhaps a monthly. We can take a look at the monthly. 61 RSI, which means that like we're kind of in that bearish territory. I'm not going to lie. On the monthly for the total. If this is a stock trend, if this is a normal habitual stock trends, but this is the coin market cap right here. If it's bullish, it'll break through 65. If it's bearish, it will reject it and probably bounce at 30s. Or if it's bullish, it'll bounce right here at 45 to 40. Okay, that's coin market. If it's bullish, it shall bounce probably around here. If it's bearish, it will bounce in here, 20 to 30. If it's bullish, it'll break, and then it will find resistance at 85 to 90. It's actually 80 to 90, but 85 seems like there's some. So I'll make it smaller. There's going to be some turbulence probably right here. Might as well add this. You don't need it, but just to see. Okay. Here's the weekly chart. Thank you. It just appeared. It's still at 40 to 45. This is good. Let's pull this closer. That's the zone I'm looking for. But this is 70, right? So we could be looking for 80 to 90 on this thing. Plus as a confirmation, 80 to 90. I would probably short that plus time. But since we have so much time, this is what I'm saying. Like, are we going to just print some more? Is more money going to come in the market within 49 days time? So let me add this and put this like so. 49 days, 7 bars. Wonder if I can get the 7 bars out of there. And if not, then we can expect an additional like this, something like that. Yeah. And maybe if it's something like that. And do you know how to use the zones? You know what to do? We all know. Let's go. Huh? Okay, let's how's the VeChain doing position? I like this chart. I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna probably study. Okay, hit the road, Jack. Let's take a look at the position. Close the video. Come back with some better and newer information. Because this information that we use, this information that we choose, right? So if I go back to, I just want to see VeChain. Hold on. I might have to get out here. I don't have a stop loss, so that's not good. But sometimes the exchange just goes, you know. So maybe I'm doing something wrong there. If I'm afraid for my stop loss. If you're afraid of your stop loss, you know. So maybe make a new video. Yeah, next video. Because this is going to be an important subject. Hope you like that one. That was good. 30 minutes. Next topic. Next important subject. Let's last final check on our position here. Like I said, I did take a mistake. I hope I learned from it. To not sell the bottom like that and not be afraid of my stop loss. That's another one. Because if you're scared for your stop loss, are you doing something wrong? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 potential bounce upwards for 5. If you thought it was bullish, you would start buying. If you think it's bearish, then you should probably start selling. So this is a point of decision right here. Might have to continue this video. Yeah, so there you go. You got sell off. The interesting thing here was the volume. Once again, we were waiting for that confirmation of volume. It went down. So now you see this is like really the defense zone that they have to defend. That wave 1 territory. I want to take a look at Bitcoin here and see how this is transgressing. Progressing, or degressing. So now I shall go to the next video and talk about the next important subject.